In a world obsessed with loud displays of wealth, the truly affluent are choosing to disappear. You've seen the bright logos and the gold-plated cars on social media, but in the upper echelons of society, visibility is now a liability. Welcome to the world of quiet luxury. Today, we decode the unspoken rules of the top 1%. We will explore why true power never needs to shout. In economic theory, there is a term called conspicuous consumption. This means buying luxury goods just to show off. But in 2026, the trend has shifted. For the modern elite, loud logos have become common and desperate. When a brand is everywhere, it loses its value for the ultra-wealthy. They now prefer to be invisible to the average eye. This is why billionaires wear plain navy t-shirts from Loro Piana. They cost $600 but have no logos. It is a secret handshake for the elite. They choose craftsmanship over marketing. Brands like Brunello, Cucinelli, or the ROH are the new favorites. These clothes focus on the touch of pure cashmere and a perfect cut. To most people, it looks ordinary. To those who know, it represents ultimate wealth. This is the essence of stealth wealth. In an era of digital tracking and social unrest, being visibly rich is a risk. Privacy has become the ultimate luxury. The elite are choosing invisible assets. They want homes hidden behind greenery and travel through private terminals. They understand that being under the radar is the safest place to be. It is not about being boring. It is about being selective and secure. True luxury is never about the price tag shown to others. It is about the personal experience of quality. While the world chases temporary trends, the elite chase timelessness. They invest in pieces that will last a lifetime. This is the difference between fashion and style. Fashion is loud and temporary. Style is quiet and permanent. By avoiding logos, you reclaim your identity. You become the focus, not the brand. This philosophy extends beyond fashion. It is in the architecture of invisible homes. These are mansions hidden behind miles of greenery, designed with organic materials rather than gold and marble. They value high-tech security over flashy gates. In the United States, the wealthiest neighborhoods are often the most modest from the outside. They don't want to impress their neighbors. They want to escape from the world. The elite are also changing how they socialize. They are moving away from public VIP sections to private member clubs. These places have strict no-photo policies. In these circles, status is measured by who you know, not what you show. They prefer intimate dinners over massive galas. For them, exclusivity is not about keeping people out. It is about keeping their private lives in. Silence is their greatest power. For the ultra-wealthy, the most valuable asset is not money. It is time. They pay for anything that saves them a minute. This is why they use private aviation and personal assistants. It is not about luxury travel. It is about avoiding the friction of everyday life. They want to be present for their families and their passions. In 2026, being busy is no longer a status symbol. Being calm and in control is the new gold standard. The elite also invest heavily in intellectual capital. They don't follow the 24-hour news cycle. Instead, they read deep analyses and timeless books. They value wisdom over information. For them, a private library is more impressive than a supercar. They teach their children to be discreet and well-informed. In this world, the person who speaks the least often knows the most. This is how they maintain their edge in a noisy world. For the truly wealthy, it is never just about the current generation. It is about building a legacy that lasts centuries. They don't spend for today. They invest for 100 years from now. This long-term thinking is the ultimate quiet power. They teach their heirs that wealth is a tool for freedom, not a weapon for ego. By staying quiet, they protect the family name and its future. They know that empires are built in silence and destroyed by vanity. In conclusion, quiet luxury is more than a trend. It is a strategic return to privacy and substance. As the world becomes louder, the value of silence will only increase. True power doesn't need to be seen to be felt. It exists in the shadows, in the quality of one's character, and in the freedom of anonymity. If you seek to build a life of true significance, start by quieting the noise. Thank you for watching Sovereign Club. Subscribe for more insights into the hidden world of the global elite. In the world of the ultra-wealthy, technology is invisible. They don't want giant screens or flashing lights in their living rooms. They use home automation that is hidden behind walls and operated by voice or subtle sensors. Their gadgets are not status symbols. They are tools for efficiency. While the world waits for the latest smartphone release, the elite use custom-built systems that prioritize security and privacy over social features. For them, the best technology is the one you don't even notice is there. When it comes to travel, the quiet luxury crowd avoids the famous tourist traps. You won't find them in the crowded luxury hotels of Paris or Dubai. Instead, they rent private islands or stay in historic villas that are not listed on any website. They value quiet landscapes and authentic experiences. Their goal is to disconnect from the digital noise and reconnect with nature and family. They travel to places where their name doesn't matter, and their presence is barely noticed by the locals. Even the way they eat follows the rules of quiet luxury. It is no longer about the most expensive gold-covered steak at a loud restaurant. It is about farm-to-table ingredients that are grown on their own private estates. They value the chef who knows their personal health needs over the one with the most followers on Instagram. Nutrition and quality are the priority. A simple, perfectly prepared organic meal is considered a much higher status symbol than a flashy, overpriced dining experience in a crowded city. There is a deep psychological shift when someone moves from new money to old money. New money feels the need to shout because it is still proving its existence. Old money is quiet because it is comfortable. It is the security of silence. When you have nothing to prove, your body language changes, your wardrobe changes, and your speech becomes more measured. You stop seeking the approval of strangers and start focusing on the legacy of your family name. This inner peace is the ultimate goal of the sovereign individual. Luxury transportation is also evolving. Instead of a bright red supercar that screams for attention, the elite are choosing armored black SUVs or classic cars that have been modernized internally. These vehicles are designed to blend into traffic. Inside, they are mobile offices with the highest level of comfort. But from the outside, they look like any other car on the road. This is about moving through the world efficiently and safely, without becoming a target for unwanted attention. The way the elite give back is also quiet. In the past, philanthropy was about having your name on a building. Today, it is about impact investing. They fund medical research, climate technology, and educational grants anonymously. They don't seek a press release for their kindness. They believe that true charity loses its value once it becomes a marketing tool. For them, the reward is the change they create in the world, not the applause they receive from the public. Many are now practicing what is called a wardrobe detox. They are removing anything that carries a visible logo. The goal is to own fewer but better things. This intentional minimalism reduces decision fatigue. When your closet is filled with high-quality basics that all work together, you save mental energy for more important decisions. This is why many of the world's most successful leaders wear a similar outfit every day. It is a quiet uniform for a powerful mind. Education is the invisible foundation of status. The elite don't just send their children to famous universities. They hire private tutors for specialized skills like ancient history, chess, or philosophy. They want their heirs to have a classical education that focuses on critical thinking rather than just passing exams. This knowledge gives them a confidence that cannot be bought. It allows them to enter any room in the world and hold a conversation with anyone, regardless of their status. Finally, let's talk about financial privacy. The ultra-wealthy don't keep their assets in plain sight. They use complex trusts and private holdings to manage their wealth. They don't talk about their net worth in public or brag about their latest investment. They understand that money is like a shadow. The more you try to catch it, the faster it runs. By keeping their finances private, they protect themselves from market volatility and social envy. Silence, in this case, is literal gold. As we have seen, quiet luxury is not just about clothes or cars. It is a philosophy of life. It is a choice to prioritize substance over show and privacy over popularity. In an increasingly digital and transparent world, the ability to remain anonymous while living a life of absolute quality is the ultimate power move. If you want to join the ranks of the sovereign individuals, start by focusing on your inner value. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Subscribe to Sovereign Club to continue mastering the art of the elite. This is only the beginning.